they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On the run, it's Penny. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
On first down, Kendrick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time is a second for a loss of 6. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, 83 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Kendrick. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On first down, Kendrick. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection. That time is a second for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Here's a give to Lindsey. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Man open, here is Crowder. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Completes it to Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Runs over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection. That time is a second for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Second and 15. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's Lindsey. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing is Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard. Pick up there on second. This time, Jackson will throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now the young man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run with Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
Spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They're going with Lindsey, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes left. To play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Baltimore, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.